Hello, hello. This is Julie with Julie Acetta's Journey, welcoming you to part 4 of questions and answers. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. In case you don't know about my channel, there is part 1, 2, and 3 on my channel that's available. You can feel free to watch them or rewatch them if you would like. A little bit of background information. I moved from the States to Indonesia to teach English. And I asked some friends to ask me questions so that I can compile them and answer them regarding my journey thus far. So let's get started right away to part 4. Joanne asks, so now when will you go back to Indonesia, or will you come straight back to the US from Thailand? What happened is I spent 7 months in Indonesia, and in March of 2020, I took a 10-day vacation to visit family in Thailand. That 10-day vacation has turned into 5 months of vacations because COVID hit. Within 4 days of being in Thailand on that initially 10-day vacation, the entire world changed. So the question is, will I go back to Indonesia, or am I going to come straight back to the States? I must go back to Indonesia. All of my belongings are in Indonesia. I only packed enough for a 10-day vacation. So when I had moved to Indonesia, I brought a year's supply of virtually everything. Of makeup, of skincare products, of hair dye, of all of my medications and vitamins. My iPad is there. My Indonesian bank account needs to be closed. So I have 2 suitcases full of personal belongings that I do need to go back and get before, going back to the States. So yes, I do have to go back to Indonesia. Mary N asks, will you be applying at Brewster when you get back? Mary, I have to admit that when I read your question, I busted out laughing because no, I will not be applying back at Brewster when I get back. The reason being is because I think that if I were to go back to Brewster, it would feel like a regression in my life. And because of the new book that I wrote, for my life, I want to progress. I want to have progression. Brewster will always be so dear to my heart. It was the school that I taught at for 13 years. It was the school that my own biological children went to from kindergarten to 5th grade. I served that school for over a decade, and I served the families and the children of that school. I gave that school my all. But I'm at peace now, having closure from not being there and from leaving there and experiencing and creating a new book and a new life for myself. So no, I will not be going back to Brewster when I go back to the States. Jarnay asks, when you return to the States, will you continue teaching? I will not be teaching at the level or capacity that I was teaching at if I decide to go back to the States and teach. If I do teach, I would entertain the possibility of perhaps teaching online or teaching English to students in other countries online, or even teaching at a college level. I am able to teach at an associate degree level and or a bachelor degree level, so I might explore those possibilities. But again, I don't know that I would go back and teach online, or go back to teach rather. So there's a lot that I don't know yet. Sue asks, aren't you kind of glad you were quarantined over there, meaning over in Thailand? So I, much like the rest of the world, or anyone in the rest of the world, am not happy to be quarantined anywhere. I am an extrovert, and to be quarantined as an extrovert is like, it's difficult. And I get my energy from other people. I love being around people. So being quarantined anywhere does not make me glad or happy. However, Sue, I am grateful to be here during COVID times with my aunt and uncle who have been taking very, very good care of me. I'm grateful that I have them to provide for me. I'm grateful for my parents' support because I was not working. I'm not working for those 5 months. So, the support that my parents gave us, my aunt and uncle just taking care of me. I'm grateful to be in a country where the citizens of the country are not battling this COVID war against each other. That's, and I call it a COVID war because I heard it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what the US is experiencing right now. They are experiencing a COVID war against one another. So I am kind of glad, to be in a country where it's not like that here. Sue also asks, and Michael asks, how long would you have been there originally and when does your contract expire? So I moved out here August of 2019, the end of August of 2019. My contract is from August 23rd, 2019 through August 23rd, 2020. So that's when my contract expires. I would have given a full year in Indonesia. But like I said, I was only in Indonesia for 7 months. Came to Thailand in March, and then 5 months later, I'm still in Thailand. Everybody is asking, when are you coming home back to the States? And I don't know. I don't know when I'm coming home. I don't know what my plans A, B, C, D, E are like shot. So I'm on plan W now, but I don't know when I'm coming home. I'm okay with not knowing when I'm coming home. There's so much that I feel like I still need to do out here in Asia. I'm okay with having I'm fortunate to have the flexibility and the capability to stay out here, for as long as I need to or I want to. So you guys, I really don't know when I'm coming home. I don't know for certain yet. So that I still have some more questions and some other things that I wanted to address. So there will be a part 5 and a final part. We'll stop at 5 for Julie Accetta's Journey questions and answers. Thank you very much for submitting your questions and answers. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. My phone just toppled over. Hit the thumbs up when you like the video, and the bell notification, the bell icon and you have to hit the bell notification, the icon, and all notifications so you receive notifications as to when I upload new content. So thank you very, very much for your support. I really appreciate you guys being on this journey with me. I appreciate all of your love and your loving comments whenever I post something new about my adventures. I can't wait to share more with you. I truly, truly appreciate all of you. I miss you guys at home. I'm always thinking of, my stateside friends and sending everybody love and light over there. It's much needed. And you guys are always in my heart. So, sorry about the camera falling. So, love to all.